in the blues. No real surprises on the leaderboard. Klimova Ponomarenko are in first place, followed by Isabelle and Julien, and the Duchesnays are currently third. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Vern Lundquist along with Tracy Wilson. The one surprise, I guess, was the judging marks given for Klimova Ponomarenko. 8 first. The French judge marked them fourth. Isn't that kind of blatant nationalism?
Well, it is, especially because she had the Duchesnays in first place. So that's the sort of thing that the International Skating Union frowns upon. They don't want to see that kind of judging happening, especially in the Olympic Games. So the French judge at the end of the competition will have to go to the ISU. She'll have to explain her marks. If the ISU is not satisfied with why she marked Ponomarenko and Klimova down so far, she can be taken off the judging panel for the next 2 years.
Paul and Isabelle Duchesnay are among the favorites for the gold medal in ice dancing. They have lived in France since 1985. This brother-sister team is an unusual couple.
Yes.
The rehearsal stage may be here in Oberstdorf, Germany.
Detail.
But the cast is multinational. Siblings Paul and Isabelle Duchesnay hail from Canada, but they dance for France. They're coached by a Slovakian, Martin Skotnicki, and they're choreographed by an Englishman, Christopher Dean.
So many people from so many different countries are involved. I feel it's like all of Europe is working together, sort of.
The creation of this unusual European all-star team is typical of the Duchesnays' controversial approach to ice dancing. First came their jungle free dance in 1988. And then in 1990, a routine called Missing about the struggle for human rights in South America.
We just came out with some skating to themes that hadn't been exploited before.
But their 1991 program, Reflections, was a bit too avant-garde. So they dusted off Missing and trotted it out again. To the consternation of their critics, the recycled program won the gold. The newest world champions seem to enjoy the heat. Isabelle, in particular, doesn't mind talking down to their sometimes puzzled followers.
Well, there are routines that are too far ahead for either the public who haven't been able to understand it or the judges who haven't quite grasped it.
Paul and Isabelle, it seems that it's a traditional program, but you're doing it perhaps in an untraditional way.
I think you've just answered your own question.
Such a response wouldn't come from Paul. The two are polar opposites, and Isabelle thinks that's a plus.
One complements the other. He's the quiet type, I'm the opposite. He's very patient. He's very patient.
And he has to be, just to cope with his volatile sister and the loneliness of training away from home.
When you're alone all year, it gets to be pretty tough, you know?
Loneliness isn't an issue for Isabelle anymore, not since her marriage to Dean last May. Once half of the world's most exciting ice dance team, Torvill and Dean, he helped bring modern dance to the sport and is still pushing the outer limits with the Duchesnays. But what's it like being married to your choreographer?
Careful how you answer.
Yes, darling. It makes it easier because there's an open communication between us that can be done easier than if we were from two different worlds. It's also easier because he's been through it all already, and he knows exactly every step of the way what becomes difficult and when you lose patience and when you get tired, and he knows how to cope with that. And he helps us, like Paul and myself, with that. So it's really a big plus for us.
Okay, that was the right answer.
Thank you, dear.
The only thing that...
And Dean was there for both of them when times weren't so good.
I'm in the way.
While Isabelle was recovering from a broken foot last year, the Duchesnays' older brother, Gaston, died of cancer.
My brother suffered very much for a long period of time, and it was hard, really hard.
The memory of their brother's death is only one of the many pressures the Duchesnays are bringing to Albertville. As reigning world champions, skating for France before a partisan crowd, they're expected to win. The international cast is ready, the script has been rehearsed, and the stage is set. The only thing missing is the ending. Duchesnays will skate in just a moment, but right now